When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. That's caught. It's Adams. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Plucks it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Terrapins are on the move. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Let's it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got a little space. Gets it past the marker. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it for a big play. Here he goes. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got his man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. This one's complete.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Terrapins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be looking to run. Zings it complete to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the right. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stone. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out with a flat right there. He slips him out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Catch in the middle. It's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. takes it the other way.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Zimmerman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Owls! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
It's complete. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Washington. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Stone. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Terrapins are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll try the right side. He's in open space downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab inside the 30. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
A first down run in the red zone. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Have to put that first down behind them. It's second and goal from the 11. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got it in the middle. It's McConnell. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing, trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Ready to fire from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Setting up the screen. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Throwing right. Found a seam. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Terrapins are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Here comes the option. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long. You know, like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the tight end. Caught behind the line. It's Hines. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
It's caught. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Maryland, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.